going on, everybody? This is Twan here, and I just got back from day one of this weekend seminar by Benjamin Franklin called Turning Point Intensive, which is a self-development seminar where you create a lot of change for your personal life, your business life, your relationships, your health, and that kind of thing. What I thought I'll do in this video is just share with you guys, off the top of my head, a few key quick takeaways which I've gotten from the seminar today, right? As he has reviewed a lot of valuable insights, and even as myself, someone who's been on this path for a couple of years, I still found some things I've never learnt before, right? And also a lot of refresher, a lot of re-up, a lot of re-clarification on certain concepts, right, which would help me in my journey, in my life, in my business, and that kind of thing. Anyway, so one thing that I want to share, which I thought was really interesting, was Benjamin talks about the difference between two people. Say you have two people, right? They're striving for a goal. Say you want to learn the piano, right? One person maybe practices 20 minutes a week, right, on the piano, and the other person practices for 90 minutes, so an hour and a half a week, right? So he practices a lot more. The interesting thing, the difference between the two though, is the person who practices for 20 minutes but has the long-term vision, right, that they're going to be playing piano for the rest of their life. That person is going to end up doing a lot better than the person who practices more, longer hours, but at the same time says, you know what, I'm only going to be playing this for a year, and then that's it, right? So what he was really aiming at is the clarity of your vision. And if you identity mail yourself into this self-image of, right, I'm the kind of person that for my life piano will be an important part of, I'll be learning it, I'll be keeping at it, you know, as a lifetime pursuit. That affects the quality. It affects the quality of the practice as opposed to the duration, right? So it affects the consistency, affects the quality of the practice, and therefore the person who may practice less may end up actually doing so much better, right? And someone who's just merely seeing it as practicing it for 1 year. This even goes for things like, this is why when you set a goal, right, having that long-term vision for something is tremendously important, because if you have a bit of a weekend warrior mentality, like, you know, I'm just going to do this, I'm just going to do that for X amount of time, and if it doesn't work out, I'll stop, right? The thing is, you're kind of sabotaging yourself and fucking yourself over from the start, and that's just really my personal insights I wanted to share and add and contribute upon what I learned from Ben today, right? So this really makes it simpler, where you're in a situation where this is a good example of working smarter and not harder, right? This is what I learned from him. The key secret here is having that vision, right? And having that self-image and the identity that you see yourself having as a long-term pursuit. Because what that does is you practice less, but you get so much more done. It's someone who works so fucking hard. They're putting in the hours, they're hustling, they're putting the work ethic, but they don't have that vision as their life, right? They're maybe just in a, like I said, weekend warrior mentality, right? It's like, I'll use an example from fitness, from health. Say you have someone who wants to get into shape for a particular music festival. In Australia, we used to have a music festival called Stereosonic, where dudes would want to get jacked as shit, right? But only for that one event. But then what about the other instances, right, throughout the year? It's got to become a lifestyle. So therefore, those guys, they might get jacked, they might even cheat a bit by juicing, you know, taking HGH, steroids, roids, taking the quick fix to get it, but it will fuck them over in the long term. And also, not to mention, they won't be instilling the good habits which allow them to have a good body all year round, right? So it's just like they look amazing during stereos, during the music festival, and they look fucking shitty for the rest of the year, right? And that's how dangerous it can be, just to have this mentality of, you know, I'm gonna practice hard, I'm gonna push myself hard in the gym for 90 minutes a day for Stereosonic. The person, on the other hand, who's like, you know, I'm going to go to the gym half an hour every day for the rest of my life, it's that person who will have the long-term sustaining success. Same for health, same for business, same for any pursuit, right? So that's one key takeaway I got from the seminar today that I wanted to share. Right, so tomorrow, second day of the weekend seminar. I'm super excited. They're going to be sharing wealth creation strategies, as well as sharing particular, more of the technical side of business, right? Because today they talked more about mindset, productivity, self-development, more visualization type stuff, right? And I got one more for you guys before I close the video, and I realize I'm kind of talking in circles, but a little bit, but I just wanted to share stream of consciousness, what I've been learning from today, right? So, you know, sometimes when you learn from a seminar, it takes a little while to sort of let the new concepts percolate in your mind before they sort of sink into your subconscious, and before you can sort of process everything and let it become part of your being, part of who you are, right, as a person. So one last thing before I close this video and fuck off. The other thing that I found was very interesting was that he talks about habits and his view on it, and he backed this up with some verifiable sources as well from scientific bodies of study. Now, the thing with bad habits that Ben talks about is that you cannot get rid of it. You cannot just simply say it's gone now and you should become a person who just doesn't have it. The problem is, he mentioned about, and this just gets really technical with brain activity, with neuro activity, right, in the brain. There's a thing where your brain gets wired with neurons. You get, say you've been smoking for your whole life, right? Then the neuro pathways, synaptic pathways in your brain will have built up such a strong linkage towards this behavior, right, that you just can't get rid of it. It's just become part of you. However, the difference he says it makes is the person that makes a choice not to walk down that path any longer. So he used an example of smokers in that, you know, someone who used to smoke, they could go back to that addiction any time, right? All it takes is just a click like that, a decision, and they're fucking addicted to smoking again. However, the difference with the person who leads a successful life and makes a change, right, is that they just simply make the decision to walk a much more positive, productive, good path, and they don't venture down that, right? So every single day, we as human beings, we all have bad habits, good habits, maybe addictions, maybe demons, maybe things which have made up of our reality for so long. And the reality is it will never go away because your biology, your being has just become so acclimated to it. But the positive side is we can just make a choice. You know, we can make a choice to just walk away from that and decide, no, that's not going to be who I am. I'm going to walk this path now and choose these habits, right? It kind of relates back to what I said in another video where I said you can't change a habit, you can't get rid of a habit, you can't destroy a habit. You can only, sorry, let me rephrase that. You cannot get rid of a habit and you cannot destroy a habit, but you can replace the habit, right? So instead of you're at two forks in a road, right, you can go down the old beaten path, the path of least resistance, the most familiar path that you're on, which is go back to smoking, go back to comfortably suffering, right, and destroying your health. Or you can take the path which is tougher, but at the end of the day will become the most easiest. And the greatest thing that Ben talks about today in the seminar is, over time in your life, the easiest path will become harder, right? And the harder path will become easier, because as that new habit formulates, it becomes naturally part of you, and then it'll just be on autopilot, right? And you'll just literally automate your success from there. All right, that's enough from me for now. I hope you guys got some good insight out of this. If you like my my content on this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, bell it so you get notifications. Like, comment, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.